Hello, beautiful divine children of God, and welcome to our channel. My name is Hannah.
And I'm Dylan.
And today we've got a most powerful video for you all on the only tool that you need, the only tool you will ever need to heal separation permanently from your twin flame, manifest your harmonious twin flame union, and really the life of your dreams.
Yeah, it's honestly like once I found this tool, once Hannah introduced me to this tool, it allowed me to feel feelings that had been suppressed for a long time, and to really, like, I had learned about Reiki, I had learned about like mirror exercises by looking at the mirror, which you may have heard of that before too, but this doesn't involve looking at a mirror. It really involves reflecting your external reality inwards and healing whatever feelings are coming up and arising from what's happening around you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so this tool is the mirror exercise. You might have guessed it. And we're going to break down to you today how this tool works, why it works, and exactly how you can use it and apply it to, heal into your union and meet the life of your dreams like we have done for ourselves.
Sweet.
Yeah. So.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's dive in. So, Dylan kind of mentioned this, but the reason this tool works is because you create your reality from the inside out, right? You may have heard of the law of attraction or the secret, right? The way you feel on the inside is what is attracting all situations, all experiences to you, right? So that person that cuts you off in traffic and triggers you and upsets you, you've attracted that experience. Your twin flame blocking or not communicating with you, you've attracted that experience. All because within yourself, you are somewhere not communicating with yourself, or you are blocking yourself. And so the mirror exercise is how you really take your power back. You know, it's like you claim your power over your reality, and you finally stop allowing the external to dictate the internal, right?
Yeah.
You allow the internal to come into a place of peace, and then that place of peace creates a beautiful, peaceful life externally.
Yeah, so it's like taking accountability for what's going on around you and knowing that you create that.
Yeah.
Like, no one else is causing you to feel the pain that you may feel, or causing you to feel hurt or upset. Like, no one else is is to blame, right? Like, it's like taking accountability for what's going on in your life, how you're feeling, and recognizing that you can actually manipulate your life by healing what's going on within you, and that's like kind of co-creating with the universe.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, and you're capable of doing that. So
yeah, exactly.
So the mirror exercise, it's 4 steps, right?
4 steps.
And these 4 steps are very simple. Today we're gonna walk you through each step so that you can understand how to apply this exercise in your own life. And one tip too, when you're starting out, it's really helpful to write it down, and writing it down helps you to get very clear on each step, and it allows you to know, like, when you feel complete and like when you've completed the step, rather than just going through it in your mind.
Helps you stay present.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So so basically we're going to break down the 4 steps right now. Step 1 is where you're going to project your upset, okay? And this is going to look like you saying, I'm upset with blank for blank, right? And you're going to fill in the blank. So, for example, I'm upset with my twin flame for not communicating with me, right? That is a really, really common one that we see all the time. Okay, so once you have step 1 clear, that feels good, right? You can point the finger and you can blame whoever or whatever is upsetting you. I'm upset with my twin flame for not communicating with me. Step 2 is where you're going to mirror it, right? This means you're going to flip everything around to face yourself. You're going to change the nouns to pronouns to face you. So step 2 is going to look like, I'm upset with myself for not communicating with myself, okay? And so, not as
Sometimes
fun.
that can be tricky, like going from step 1 to step 2, but you really want to repeat the same exact sentence and just switch the pronouns and direct them back to yourself, or the nouns. Just make sure that you just direct the nouns. That's all you're changing within that sentence. A lot of clients that we work with have trouble with going from step 1 to step 2 because it's confusing, it doesn't make sense, but once you complete step 2, then it really, like Hannah said, you direct it to yourself and you start to feel like, okay, that makes sense, right?
Right.
As long as you stay clear with what you're saying and it can easily be reflected back to you. And sometimes you need to just change a few words and it makes more sense.
This is why a guide is so helpful, right? And that's why we help people through this tool, because having that person to direct you and help you, move from step 1 to 2 to 3 and then hold space for you in 4 is so powerful and life-changing. But yeah, moving on to step 3. Step 3 is where you're going to ask yourself, is there any truth to this statement in step 2? So is there any truth anywhere within yourself where you're not communicating with yourself? And here's out, the key to this is the answer is always going to be yes every single time. Because like we talked about at the beginning, if you're attracting something into your reality, somewhere within, you're actually doing that to yourself to attract that. So you'll want to go within and connect with this part of you that is not communicating with yourself, right? And sometimes a memory will come up, maybe even an age of where, you heard your inner voice, right? But you chose to not listen to it. You chose not to listen to that voice and instead listen to the voice of fear or something like that. And you shut down communication with a part of yourself. And so what you'll do in this step is you'll connect with that part of you. And then you will acknowledge it and say, I see you. I see the truth to this. And then in step 4, what do you do in step 4?
Step 4 is where you ask yourself, what do you need to feel loved here? And it's a very simple question, and it allows you to really connect with your feelings. And you don't want to start thinking with your mind, right? The point of this exercise is to connect you to your feeling space, connect you to your heart. And so that's where you can really feel the benefit of this exercise is by really turning off the brain and connecting with your heart, where you can fully receive what it is that this part of you needs. And so oftentimes I'll imagine myself, like Hannah said, in like a certain age or like a specific point in time where I can recall feeling this upset where it may have started, and then I'll ask that part of me, what do you need here to feel loved? And then oftentimes the easiest and most powerful thing that you can ever give that part of yourself is love. Just to really love that part of yourself, hug this part of yourself and make them feel safe and comfortable. And you can give them words of encouragement. You can make choices within this space. So
it's most important to, like Dylan said, connect with the feeling, right? And and be present with that feeling part of you, that part of you that feels, for this example, shut down in communication with yourself, right? Feels disconnected somewhere. And be with that part of you until they feel fully loved, right? That's all what step 4 is about. It's about loving yourself and asking this part of you what they need till they feel fully at peace and fully loved. And sometimes, you might feel a warm sensation in your heart, or you might feel tingles, or like just a rush of peace come over you. Or if you're a visualizer, you want to visualize this loving shower of light coming down over you, right? And you'll know when the mirror exercise is complete, when you feel peaceful in that space. And it might take 1 minute, right, for a baby upset. It might take 5 minutes of really loving this part of you, right? And and you just want to be with them until they feel complete.
Yeah, you really want to stay present with that part of you, and trust that, like, through your imagination, you can bring this loving energy to this part of you, because your imagination is very powerful. It's a manifestation tool. So as you imagine yourself giving this love, then you start to feel the shifts within yourself that allow you to feel so much more peace in your life. And within that moment, you'll feel that peace, that shift of energy from being upset to feeling more peaceful. That's it. And then the last part of step 4 is to allow yourself to integrate the healing. And so it's really, what you can do is imagine if you can visualize giving this part of you a hug, or you can just give yourself a physical hug on the outside, and imagine integrating this healing by dissolving that part of you into yourself, into your present self, and that completes the healing. Don't skip that part. That's really important. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers all the steps.
Let's do a quick recap and
Yeah, quick recap.
good to go. Yeah. So step 1 is you project the upset. I'm upset with blank because of blank. Step 2, you change all the nouns to pronouns and face it to yourself. I'm upset with myself because of blank.
Yeah, so let's give another example real quick. I'm upset with my twin flame for not respecting me. And so step 2 would then be, I'm upset with myself for not respecting myself. And then step 3, you would ask, is there any truth here? Take a moment, feel where there's truth, and the answer is yes, there's somewhere within me that feels truth there. And then step 4, you ask this part of yourself, what do you need to feel loved here? And then he may respond, intuitively may know what he needs, and then you give that energy to this part of yourself. He may be calling just to respect, please give me the respect that I deserve, more love, compassion, confidence. There's so many things that you can give this part of you. The most powerful one I always give myself is love.
Yeah, peace. Yeah, and then you bring them home and melt them back into you. And so, step 3, is there any truth to this? Answer is always yes. Step 4, what does this part of me need to feel loved? And then once you're complete, you bring them home. And you can use this tool not just with your twin flame union to heal upsets with your twin flame, but with every area of your life, including, like talked about earlier, the guy who got you off in traffic, your boss, your mom, your sibling, really anything in your life, your finances even. We've done a lot of healing with our finances with the mirror exercise. Because really anything that's upsetting you in your life, everyone, it's just because there's a part of you that's upsetting yourself about it, okay? And so as you do this tool, you shift your internal reality, okay? And so you become love, you become peace, you become the creator of your life, and the co-creator with God. And what this energy does and why this works to attract your harmonious union is because that energy of love is where your twin flame meets you. They meet you in peace, right? Not in anxiety, not in all these fears and upsets. As you move through these and purify and clear them with the mirror exercise, you're going to become a magnet to them, like a magnet to your twin flame. And you won't even have to lift a finger. They will just be sitting by your side out of the blue because you've loved yourself in these places.
Yeah. And it raises your vibration. This exercise raises your vibration to a place to attract more love, more joy, more peace. And because when your vibration is higher, then you attract more of the frequency that aligns with your vibration there.
Yeah.
And that's where your twin flame will align with you, and you'll have the perfect tool to be able to mirror any upsets that are happening between you and really ground a healthy and peaceful foundation with your twin flame and within all the areas of your life, your job, your life purpose, your relationships with family, with friends. You'll have such a powerful exercise to be able to go back to heal anything that's going on in your reality. And it's very grounded and it's really, it is potent. It's awesome.
Yeah. And we're not just saying this either. We've used this to heal into our harmonious union, to purchase our first home, purchase a car, create a thriving life purpose with calendars full of clients that are, doing this work too. We've attracted so much abundance and love into our lives through this work. So that's why we share it with you, because we know that it works. And we see it working in our life and in the lives of others every single day. And so if you want to go even deeper with this tool, check out the book Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. It should be linked down below in the caption. That's going to have a whole chapter for you on the mirror exercise and help you learn even more about it. But what else can they do to master the mirror exercise and support themselves on this journey?
Well, I think booking a consultation would be a great step to take. We offer 30-minute consultations. We'd be happy to meet with you and go over how this work can benefit you, see if we'd be a good fit, and make sure you subscribe, like this video if you felt like it helped you, and we'll see you next time.
And follow us on Instagram at DylanIsHannah. See you guys in the next video.